Hello and welcome to today's daily Leetcode challenge. Let's solve question 1897. Redistribute characters to make all strings equal. All right, let's get to the description. This is an easy level question. You're given an array of strings, words, 0 indexed. In one operation, pick two distinct indices, I and j, where words I is the non-empty string, and move any character from word I to any position in words j. All right, so we have an array of strings, and we are able to pick two strings at a time and rearrange or redistribute characters within those two words or between those two strings. Return true if you can make every string in words equal using any number of operations, and false otherwise. So ultimately, the end goal is to have each string within the input array words be identical. We could do this if there are enough characters originally in words to be distributed evenly amongst the different strings or all the strings that are present in the array. So let's look at the example. We have ABC, AABC, and BC. And very obviously, because we're human, we're able to see that if we redistribute this character A to the third string, then all of the characters are distributed evenly between all the words, and all the strings within the input array are equal. So the answer output is true. Let's see if we can redistribute A, B with A evenly. The answer is false. We have two A's and only one B. B can't be redistributed between two strings, so the answer is false. Okay, well, given that I've already said this in my own words, redistributing characters between n number of words, let's see if we can dumb this down to a simpler question. Can we claim that if we have some number of characters, if we can not redistribute those characters between n strings evenly, then the answer is false? In my opinion, yes. If we find a character that we can't redistribute it evenly between all the strings present in words, then the answer and the return value is false. Otherwise, meaning that all characters are able to be evenly distributed between n number of words. Otherwise, return true. Okay, how would we code this up? Well, let's have some initial variables. We're going to need length of words because we're figuring out what the denominator is, how many strings we're going to be distributing the characters into. We also need the char dict. This is going to be a counter for character to how many times it appears in the overall input array. I'm going to use a default dict with an int initial constructor. Then I'm going to say for string in words and for C and S, char dictionary at a specific character increment by 1. What does this do? Well, if I print this right here, I'll have a return false. This is just for testing. I'm going to have a count for each character that appears in the input array. And so I have A appears 3, B appears 3 times, and C appears 3 times. Awesome. What's left to do is to iterate through all of the characters and see if any of them would break my requirement. So I'm going to say count in char dictionary values. This is a way to iterate just over the values. If count modulo L, if count modulo L does not equal 0, and this is just a shorter way of doing this, return false. Otherwise, true. This should be it. And this should be my solution as well. Perfect. We've got it. We're doing a bit slower though than the rest. Let's see what other people have come up with. Let's see if anything that they've done is different. Okay. So they're joining set for join. For I and set. I know exactly what he's doing here. Let me rewrite this and commentate while I'm doing it. I'm going to total word. I'm going to join first all of my words around an empty space. What this is going to do is actually just concatenate each one of these input words. Then I'm going to make a set of word. This is going to, oops, sorry, S is going to be a set of all the characters. Now for C and S, I'm going to say if word count S modulo len of words return false, return true. This should be one-to-one with what the best solution was. Oops, I meant C. I meant the character. Count the character in the words. And supposedly this is faster. Not really though. We're still getting very bad run times. Okay, so then you know what? I don't really know why this is so much faster. I was a little bit thrown off because our logic is identical. And I actually like this approach more. I like the approach where you do break down things into things that make sense. The character dict is a counter of character to the number of occurrences, and the logic here is very thorough. So please like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow, and feel free to use this if you want. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.